Hey everyone, welcome to the Ask Bess show. I'm here in Victoria, Kansas, and today the topic is life is always trying to delight us. How can that be when there can be tragedy and everything in life, right? My subtitle for this is what is worse than the thing that you fear, and I'll explain this a little bit. Something that I've been learning this week, observing my granddaughter, who thrills every time that she takes a step. You know, when she learned how to crawl, when she learned how to pull herself up on the side of the couch and walk along it, or walk with assistance, or be able to even stand by herself for a few seconds, or take some steps by herself. You should see her face. It's just full of love and joy, light and joy, and excitement and adventure. And I thought, wow, she's teaching me, she's reminding me what life really is. And her parents say they spend most of the time trying to make her smile or laugh because that's so beautiful, isn't it? I love to see her smile. It's like $1,000,000 to my heart. It lights up my life more than $1 billion. And so making ourselves smile. I think that life is like that. It's always trying to make us smile. It's always trying to give us all these gifts. But we can sometimes have a negative attitude of fear, discouragement, or bring negative habits forward to where we miss the gift. I'll give you an example of me. I used to be more adventurous in my youth, and lately I have been studying investment. I have money, I want to invest it. But I discovered, I have a little bit of fear because over the last so many years, I've made two large investments and I've lost a lot of money, a lot. And I thought, well, I don't want to lose anymore, so maybe I should just play it safe, right? Just do what everybody else does, just sort of, get by and live on what you have, or do some real safe investments and just play it safe and play it small. Maybe I should do that and not risk losing anymore. And I actually had someone tell me one time after I got a divorce, well, maybe you shouldn't get married anymore, don't make any more mistakes, just play it safe. And so there's these little voices going on in my head like that, and I'm older now and I'm looking at retirement, so I don't want to take any more risks. And I realized, okay, well, Bess, what's your greatest fear? My greatest fear would be, okay, financially, it would be I would end up alone and homeless and on the street and slowly starve to death, or that I'd be a burden financially to my family or something like that if I keep investing and lose all my money and everything, and never do have any successes. And I thought, okay, there's a very tiny, tiny chance that that's going to happen. But what's worse than that? That would be living in fear of it for the rest of my life. That's just not me. That's not who I am. And I don't want to do that. Life is too good to be doing that and just, withhold from myself and narrow myself down and just hunker down and stay in a little box and stay safe and all that for fear of loss or fear of going outside. So I thought, okay, I've lost the adventurousness of a child when I'd rather live life like it's a laboratory for learning, for trying stuff out. That's what child's play is. They try stuff out, and does it work? Does this work? And they're not worried about making mistakes. They're just learning as they go. Okay, this doesn't work, then I learned that. I'll learn to do this instead. So that's what children do. They treat it like a game, like an adventure, and they're not worried about making mistakes. There's room to make mistakes. What if I lived as though there was no failure or loss? I either win or I learn. What if every single failure really strengthened me? Then I couldn't lose, right? I either win or I get stronger, like a superhero that gets even more superpowers. So by trying things out, but the only losing really is if I don't try things out. And Robert Kiyosaki says some people are so afraid of losing money in investing. You want to make educated risks, the educated, calculated, reasonable risks, right? Do your due diligence and ask experts, which is what I didn't do in my two experiences. I thought I knew it all and, didn't need to ask anybody. So that's what I've learned. But they said when people are so afraid of losing money, they lose. They lose just by the act of doing that. So my goal now is to receive the blessings of life, not miss it, and delight in it. I do a mindset clearing for people to help them have similar breakthroughs. I'll post a link below. I hope you check it out, because it's not worth living life in fear or holding on to negative beliefs from habits or role models or anything like that. Life is too precious to do that. Also, I have some free tools, self-help tools below, and a free class on Tuesday nights, free at this time for a short time. And remember that you can find other YouTube videos, about 400 topics that people like to scroll through and say, okay, I want to watch this today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Please comment, share. Love to hear your thoughts below. If you have a takeaway from this, you have a thought about any of this, love to hear it below. Thank you very much for watching and for sharing and commenting. Love ya. See ya next time. Bye-bye.